It's Lighthouse Angel Messages. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to you. Hope you get off to a great start on this new work week. I'm doing a general reading today just to see what information you need to know and what can help guide you and enlighten you and get your life moving forward, unstuck, growing, and expanding into the best version of yourself. That's what we focus on this channel, basically taking you from zero to hero in your own life, providing you the tools and information you need to get going in that direction. So, before we get started, went ahead and pulled the cards that came out for the overall energy, and I've got some messages in the compass box, but I do have a message for you that I was called to give to you at the beginning of today's reading. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Okay. So this is the message that I was guided to deliver to you for today, this Monday. It is this. It's time to commit to yourself that you will no longer adjust your truth to keep others comfortable. It's time to become the person God created you to be. Shine your beautiful light and let your soul be the guide. Don't waste another minute putting your life on hold, waiting to be crowned by people when heaven has already crowned you. You are the divine gift the world has been waiting for, so step into your purpose because you were born to stand out. Your divine legacy awaits. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. I normally don't, but I'm being called to read it again. It's time to commit to yourself that you will no longer adjust your truth to keep others comfortable. It's time to become the person God created you to be. Shine your beautiful light and let your soul be the guide. Don't waste another minute putting your life on hold, waiting to be crowned by people when heaven has already crowned you. You are the divine gift the world has been waiting for, so step into your purpose because you were born to stand out. Your divine legacy awaits. Okay, so take that how it resonates for you or how it may motivate you to make some changes or give you some reflection to think about when it comes to your purpose, okay? Okay. So, and it's funny is that I was called for that, and then I came and pulled the cards for the reading, and it kind of is interesting because the first card we got is number 20. It's imagine. And, you know, what I'm getting with this, especially with what I just read, it's like, imagine walking in your, there's stairs here, just like walking in your true purpose, with the divine here. It's like, imagine walking in your truth, walking in your purpose, being divinely guided, surrendering, and what that might bring, what blessings and dreams, coming true from that, right? I'm also hearing dreams. So you might be getting visions or information in your dreams. If so, make sure you write that down. Okay? And then the other card we got was number 42 or number 6. That could be significant, or number 2 as well on this one. And it says chop wood. And what this I got with this is like, there are things in your life that you need to clear out, clean out, clear out, get rid of. And this could be a part of things that are no longer aligned with your truth, your purpose. Just, and this could also be doing like, maybe you're doing like spring cleaning or something like that as well, even though it's in the middle of summer. But what I'm really getting is like getting rid of things, clearing things out, maybe making room in your life for something as well. And then we also got polar bear spirit, which is mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take the time to rest, dream and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay. If you're facing adversity right now or challenges, just know it's part of the divine plan to make you stronger, and you need to keep having the faith. Okay. And I am also hearing you might be expanding on your psychic abilities, or the divine might be ready to expand your psychic abilities. Okay? Which is why maybe you need to clear things out. It could just be like, it doesn't even have to be physical things. It could be like a mindset, or that those negative thought patterns, or things of your past, that no longer serve you, right? Clearing that out, right? Focusing on what you're trying to create in the new. I feel like when I look at this, it's like this is the old, this is the new, right? Cleaning this out, imagining with the divine on this new path, okay? And I'm going to get another card. I'll get this one. And see. But I really did. I feel like this is a season. I'm hearing season of clearing out the old for the new. And I'm getting like divine purpose, and it's aligning with your dreams. Could be like, I have mystic here. It could be a spiritual business, that the divine is leading you towards starting. Really pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. What else? Okay. Okay. It's a new moon in Virgo. And actually, I looked up the next new moon. And I can't remember the date, but I want to say it's the 23rd of August. And it is in Virgo. So this could be significant. That might be happening on the 23rd. But it says a time to give rather than take. And then it says full moon in Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius. It says look at the bigger picture. Okay. You also could have a rising Sagittarius, or your moon could be in Sagittarius. I'm also, what I'm getting with this too is like, you could be receiving a gift. I know this says time to give rather than take, but the energy I'm really getting with this is like gift. But Spirit is wanting you to look at the bigger picture. Okay? You could be seeing arrows as well. Maybe you're also meant to look at the bigger picture during the full moon, because this is a full moon here. Okay, we're going to get some more information on the... actually, I'm going to get one more card. And if you have an opportunity to give, if you're in a position where you can give, this is the time, right? It's time to give rather than take. I'm hearing it's time to balance the scales. Okay. They're throwing out the cards. It says, liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that were you. The doubts and fears that still come up, you don't believe anymore that they're you. Okay, so I feel that's part of this chopped wood. It's like those doubts and fears are part of the old you. Like you've liberated yourself out of any doubts and fears because they're not a part of this new version of yourself, your new truth. Because they're no longer you, right? You're no longer living in those doubts and fears, right? Okay, and it says faith. Miraculously, amazingly, and everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I can imagine. Yeah, this is the having faith that despite whatever challenges or adversities that you're facing, that everything is always coming to you, right? I think you see the bigger picture. You're understanding the bigger picture, and that the energy of love is always opening you to receive beyond anything you can imagine, okay? And that's by holding that faith, staying in alignment with the energy of love for everything around you, right? Your environment, people, places, things, animals, wildlife. And then it says divine, and I'm really getting liberating your faith in divine source here. Oops. It says, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Yeah. You're liberating yourself out of those fear, worries, and doubts, and you're putting your faith in the divine. Right? Because you're seeing the bigger picture. That's what I'm getting with this, right? Clearing out what no longer serves you with that chopped wood, imagining this, I'm hearing new life. That's what I'm hearing, new life. Okay, let's get some messages from the compass box so we can get, but keep holding that faith, staying in alignment with that new version of being fearless, right? And if you're in a position where you can give, to others, you're being guided to do so. Or you could be receiving a gift. I'm feeling both of them. And the 23rd could be significant. Okay. Let's see. Love yourself. Yeah, and I feel that's your liberation, right? Clearing out all that, those old thought patterns, those fears, those doubts, putting your faith in divine, liberating yourself. And through that, you've learned how to love yourself and staying in that alignment. right? Seeing the bigger picture. God is good. Yeah. And I feel like you're getting signs from the divine that's guiding you, right? You understand that, that he is guiding you, right? And you could put your faith and trust in him, and he's liberating you out of those any fears, doubts, or worries. Those are all being released, and imagining this new path and where it might take you, right? Getting on that divine path. We have the Page of Wands. This could be you receiving a message. Maybe this is something you've been praying about, right? Maybe it's something like, for those of you, when I said you might be receiving a gift, it might be something that you've been praying for, right? Maybe you've been facing some challenges or adversities. You've been praying, having faith on this liberation, loving yourself. You might be receiving a message for something that you've been praying for. It also could be at the start of a new passionate idea that you have that might be given to you from the divine, like a new passion project. It says, true abundance is feeling worthy enough to believe beyond what you can see. Yeah, that's that imagine. That's that imagine. True abundance is feeling worthy enough to believe beyond what you can see. Expect miracles and they will manifest. That's what the divine wants you to imagine. Imagine those miracles, right? Expect them and they will manifest. And knowing that true abundance is feeling worthy enough to believe beyond what you can see, right? And that's what you've been praying for. Okay, let's see what else. But it really aligns with that imagine. So keep focusing on your manifestations. He who angers you conquers you. Okay. If you're somebody who struggles with anger, or you have a reactive, that's the word I'm hearing, reactive personality, that's something you need to get rid of. Okay, because it's conquering you, right? It's something that you need to liberate yourself from and release it. Pray. You can pray to the divine to ask you to heal any anger, right? You also may need to forgive someone. You may need to forgive yourself, forgive others, which if that's the cause of your anger. But don't allow anger to take over you. Okay, that needs to be cleared out. You need to find out what the underlying issue is of why you feel angry. Because the anger is just a reaction to something else, some kind of pain, hurt, trauma. And when it's triggered, it's creating the reaction of anger. So you need to find out what the underlying issue, because that's what's conquering you. Okay? So, you need to take a deep dive and look at that anger and really ask yourself, what is it causing me? What's causing me to feel this way? Why am I getting triggered with anger? Okay? And you've got to sit and allow the divine to guide you into the answer of that question, right? Because your soul knows the answer. Your soul knows the answer to that question. The wrong people always teach you the right life lessons. Okay? Maybe that's something that you're angry about. You were with the wrong person, but they're meant to teach you the right life lessons. Okay? So don't be angry, right? This is like goes back to where I was saying it's all perspective on what you do with situations and people in your life. You know, do you take that pain and that anger and use it as an excuse or let it control you? Or do you take it from a higher perspective and say, you know what? That was meant to teach me a lesson, and this is what it was meant to teach me, and now I'm going to turn that into power in my life, and I'm going to alchemize it and use it to motivate me and push me into my best version, right? I'm not going to allow it to keep me stuck in anger and bitterness, because that's of the shadow side. That's not of the light. It's of devil energy. When you sit in anger and resentment, that's devil energy. Okay? You're not meant to stay there. You're meant to, if the anger is just telling you something, right? But you need to make a choice about what you want to do with it. Do you want to stay there, or do you want to go deep, look at the reason why you're angry in the first place and what that was meant to teach you, learn from that, and alchemize that into powerful transformation into your life? Okay? I have the letter G. I'm going with that's God, right? Also being grateful, right? You know, even the wrong people, you know, they teach us the best life lessons, and later you can find gratitude in that, because if it wasn't for those people who taught you those lessons that created that transformation in your life, you wouldn't be the version, of the person that you are now. Okay? Even though it's difficult in the moment, right? When whatever happens to you from the wrong people, right? It can be very hurtful, very painful, can make you very angry. It can even be traumatic, right? But you have a choice. You can stay there, or you can elevate above it. Okay? Let your dream be your wings. Okay? Let your dream be your wings. Yeah, and that's all about this imagine. Loving yourself and letting your dreams, right? This true abundance, feeling worthy enough to believe beyond what you can see. Believing in your dreams, I'm hearing, are gonna take you higher. That's what I'm hearing. Believing in your dreams is gonna take you higher. It says, stand tall and be proud. Be yourself. You are amazing. Yeah, and that's all about kind of, what I was saying in the beginning, standing in your truth, not waiting to be crowned by people when heaven has already crowned you, right? Believing in your dreams. Believing in the unseen, right? If you have psychic abilities, you already know this. I'm also hearing you may need rest. You may need to rest and renew your strength. I'm hearing that as well. And also, there's a rainbow here. It's like, I feel like your rainbow is coming in as well. But you are amazing. You just need to be yourself, your truth, right? Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Yeah. And through loving yourself and surrendering to the divine, liberating yourself with your faith, clearing out old, imagining the new, even if you can't see it, right? Because you see it from the bigger picture, right? You are finding that peace within. And within the divine is giving you that peace. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles, this could be like a business partnership. That's what I'm getting with this. Working with two other people. That could be something that's coming in for you. It's unexpected. That could be this message. Life with Jesus is better. Yeah. And, you know, this is like, it reminds me of the sun. And you know, like the sun is like, brings in the happiness, right? The sun in tarot is also the happiest card. So it's like with Jesus, you found your happiness. You found the peace, you found happiness. And God has been good to you. I'm hearing that. God has been good to you. And He just doesn't want you to get lost in your anger here. We have the letter H. You know what I'm getting that is, I'm getting heaven with that. Heaven and healing. Okay, but when it comes to these letters, take it what resonates with you, you know, like what sticks out the most to you, okay? You know, because it's going to be different for everybody. But that's the message it's trying to tell you. If something hits you hard when I say the letter H, that's what it's meant for you. Let it be. Let it be. And maybe that's something you just need to do when it comes to this anger or the wrong people, right, that taught you a lesson. Maybe you just need to let it be. Learn the lesson and just let it be. It says, be happy isn't having everything in your life be perfect. Maybe it's about stringing together all the little things. Yeah, being happy in the little things. Okay? Happiness isn't about having everything perfect. It's about having happiness in the little things. Right? If you're waiting to have it all in order to be happy, you're going to be waiting a really long time. Which is why you need to see the beauty and the happiness in all of the little things around you, right? It says, many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Okay, so what I'm really getting for this is like, don't give up, right? Don't give up when you're so close to success here, okay? Don't lose sight of what you're imagining here, right? And you know what? As you're clearing out old thought patterns, right? and when you think you're solid in your faith and you've liberated yourself from that, you can notice that, especially right before a breakthrough, those old thought patterns start seeping in, right? Telling you it's going to be a failure, or things aren't going to work out. Maybe you get those worries and fears come back, right? Spirit is saying, don't give up. See the bigger picture. Okay? And maybe this is, has something to do with this news about a partnership, and Spirit is saying, don't give up when you're so close to success. Maybe this is something that you've worked on a really long time, a significant amount of time, and you've put in the effort over and over and over again, and it's been another closed door or another disappointment, or another closed door, another disappointment, and you're just like, you know what, I don't even know if I have passion for this anymore, kind of situation. And Spirit is saying, don't give up, right? When you're so close here, okay? Look at the bigger picture. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Isaiah 60:22. The number 60 or 22 could be significant, or 6 and 4. Yeah, and maybe you've been waiting for your prayers to be answered here, or God's help, right? And Spirit is like, just let it be right now, right? Just let it be. I'm working all things out for you, because when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Okay? So if you're doubting, but He doesn't want you to give up, right? He wants you to stand tall, be proud of yourself. You're amazing. You love yourself, right? You're standing true and standing strong in your faith, liberating yourself out of old places. I don't know what's what places. People, places, and things, mindsets that no longer serve you, right? Seeing the happiness and value in the little things. Life is too short to wait. Life is too short to wait. And I feel like this is just waiting to make the necessary changes. No longer, and it's really connecting me to this card. Life is too short to wait, to start imagining your manifestations, right? Seeing the unseen, right? To imagine something new, right? Also take action, on any new passion projects or art projects or anything like that the world needs. Yeah, and this says chill pills. What I'm getting with this is just like Divine is saying, I need you to chill out. Maybe you're worried or anxious about something that you've been praying about, having faith. I feel like, I'm doing all the right things here. I'm also like, maybe you need to get out and do something fun. Look at the bigger picture and chill out, because God's here saying He will make it happen, but it's going to be in His timing. Okay? You need to just chill out. Unique. right? You're very unique, and you need to make sure you don't let anybody take that from you, or make you feel like you're not enough, right? Because your uniqueness is your superpower. Okay, it's God's gift. It's the gift that you were given to you, that you were born to stand out with. You weren't born to fit in. It's kind of like what I was saying at the beginning of the reading. When you have unique gifts, you're born to stand out. You're not born to fit in. Okay? Strong people don't put others down. They lift them up. Okay? Maybe something has you angry because you feel like somebody's putting you down. Right? People who put other people down is they're just on a lower vibration. They haven't done their own healing work, and most of the time they're projecting their pain onto you, right? But you want to surround people who lift you up, right? They don't tear you down, because what they're doing is they can see your light and they're trying to dim it. Because they don't want you to be above them or shine your light on them. So they have to put you down to dim that light within you, to keep you small, right? Because they see your power, your uniqueness, right? So you want to be surrounded by people who lift you up. Okay? It's very important, because you become who you hang with. And if you're around people who are constantly putting other people down, then you may find yourself doing the same thing, even though that's not part of your makeup. That's not something you would normally do, but the energy is a transfer. It's an energy exchange. They're doing it, you're doing it, right? So it's very important that you be very selective on who you give your energy to, right? Because it's going to impact yours. Okay. So let me get, we have a couple of messages here about needing to relax. That's what I'm hearing. Like, maybe you're concerned because you're facing some challenges or adversities here, right? Holding that faith, wondering when what you imagine is coming in. And Spirit is saying you need to let it be. Let's chill out, because I'm going to deliver it to you, right? I'm going to deliver it to you. I'm going to make it happen in divine timing, okay? All right. Let's see. I'm getting one final card for the close of this reading, and then we'll see if they want any more after that. Oops. Okay. And it says, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Yeah. And we were talking about love, being in that energy of love, right? But remember that you're a spirit having a human experience, and you're here to get closer to the energy and stay aligned in that energy of love. Okay? You also might be getting visions. And there's another rainbow here. I was talking about rainbow earlier. This also could be your third eye, so you could be getting your psychic abilities maybe expanding, your psychic gifts. Okay, I'm going to get one angel number. I'm also hearing gift of healing. 444. That is divine protection. If you see that number, 444, that is a divine number saying that you're protected. It says, trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. Yeah, and that's this chilling out, let it be, right? And don't subject yourself to putting other people down, right? That might be something that you need to release. Maybe, or maybe there were people around you that were doing that. You need to release them. Okay? But you're here to align with the energy of love. Okay? And trust the journey that the divine is guiding you on here, because you are protected. Okay? Well, that's the message I have for you today. I hope it resonated. If not, please check back tomorrow. I do daily readings Monday through Friday, just to get you a general reading on the information that you need to know to get your life growing, expanding, and elevating to the best version of yourself. But until then, I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care. Bye.